let's find a nice comfortable seat. If you will sit up as tall as you can, either on your couch, a chair, the floor, whatever you're prepared for, and try to have a nice long spine. So as we sit, feel whatever it is that's underneath you fully. So really feel your hips sitting into whatever it is. Then allow the spine to lengthen all the way from the tailbone through the low back, mid back, upper back, neck. So that means you're kind of lifting from the base of the skull a little bit so that the crown of your head reaches towards the ceiling. But then at the same time as you're lifting through the spine, let the shoulders drop away from the ears, releasing any tension in your upper neck, shoulders, arms. Let your hands rest in your lap. That just means any posture that feels good for your hands. And avoid as much movement in a formal meditation as possible. Sometimes we get a little itchy and we scratch or we move a hair off of our face, but see if you can be as still as possible so that you can be really present. Just look around at first. Notice what's around you. Just being really aware of your space. This is mindfulness. Notice what your feet are on, what kinds of sounds are around you, how it feels to be sitting there right now. And just become keenly aware of your surroundings for a moment. And then begin to soften the eyes. You don't have to close them, but just a kind of unfocused gaze out in front of you, down towards the floor without dropping your head. And begin to notice your breathing. You can start this practice by taking 3 full breaths, breathing in through your nose as fully as possible, and then breathing out either through your nose and or mouth. And do that again. Breath in and exhale fully. And again, breathing in and exhale completely. Now, as you begin to really notice your breathing, whether you were able to bring a full breath in or not, you can play with the breath a little bit, different breathing patterns, which really help us to stay very focused on our breathing. If you find that you just like to pay attention to the natural movement, an easy inhale, easy exhale, then you can stay with that if you'd like. Or try breathing in for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath at the top for 2 counts. 1, 2. And then exhale for the count of 5 or 6. So you're lengthening the exhale to be longer than the inhale. So go ahead and try it. Breathing in for 3 or 4. Hold the breath. Exhale for 5 or 6. So whatever your numbers are, use those. Breathing in as full as you can get the breath, hold it, and exhale slowly. Continue with this breath pattern and notice that probably the heart rate is decreasing, the respiration rate. This slow breath immediately activates our healing response and relaxation response, increases vagal tone so that we're able to let go and relax. Continue to breathe this way, or just simply breathe in, perhaps hold, breathe out, and without striving or forcing that next breath, allow it to come naturally. So none of this should feel forced or like a task to do, but let it feel comfortable. Let the breath move in and let the breath move out. Continue to draw your mind to the breathing, but also if the mind notices that there's a sound in the room, maybe you focus on what you hear. Just if it's happening in the moment, it's part of the experience. Or maybe you notice a sensation in your hands or feet, tingling. Notice that. It's a present moment sensation. So maybe you stay with that until going back to your breathing in a few moments. If your eyes are still open, you might notice something in front of you, a table, a tree, wherever you are sitting. And by coming into our senses, it helps us to come into the present moment. So all of those sounds, feelings, sightings are all part of becoming present. The breath is the most helpful and most readily available tool that you have for coming out of our circling worry of thoughts and getting us back into our present moment senses. So keep that in mind as you continue to breathe. And with each exhale, intentionally releasing tension to begin to calm the nervous system. Lots of options here. I hope that you will continue to practice this kind of either formal meditation or becoming very mindful and focusing on your breath anytime that you need it as we all go through this together. Take care, everybody.